Hi, Lisa. Thanks for joining me
Hey.
here.
Oh, thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, thanks for joining here for an Espresso on the solar journey. You just returned from the PV Module Tech conference in Malaga, Spain, and you attended that for your company called FuturaSun, a Chinese Italian and company. And only a day ago, you on your post on LinkedIn, you said that you're positively impressed by the progress in the solar industry regarding quality and sustainability, especially on the side of the buyers, and that buyers become aware of the risks of the very low prices. So what exactly was discussed and what exactly were your impression? What is changing maybe in the industry?
Well, as I said, yeah, first of all, PV Model Tech, it was a great event. Just to make some advertisement also for that event, but it was at a very high professional level, great speakers, yeah, everything was great, so to say. And I was positively impressed, as I wrote in my post on LinkedIn, regarding the awareness for quality, the awareness for sustainability, the awareness for pricing. So focusing on the awareness of this event. So also a little bit about the industry, pushing up the benchmark, but pushing up the benchmark for quality and for sustainability. So of course also for instance pushing the tests beyond IEC standard, pushing beyond the normal standard for the market. So that was something that I really liked, that was highlighted during this technical conference, like how model manufacturers are working to increase the standards of the products, to increase the quality of the products, to be more transparent and regarding the sustainability, regarding the traceability, and also the awareness of the buyers wanting to buy products with good traceability and of course with very high quality standards. So it was more than about the price. It was more about sustainability and quality.
Yeah. Regarding traceability, so what's the current status in the industry, and is there a requirement for improvement for the transparency and traceability?
Yeah, it's a little bit, I would say it's like a wave coming that we must be prepared for. And so also here, starting from the awareness that the buyers want to know where their models are being manufactured, and the traceability of course also of the components, but also from quality perspective.
Mm-hmm.
So
and how, so you're a manufacturer of PV modules, and you have Chinese and Italian operations. So how do you show your customers? How do you reply when they ask for traceability? Is there certificates, or do they do audits? How does it work?
Well, we are simply transparent.
Mm-hmm.
So saying, okay, our doors are open, we have nothing to hide. So it's just starting from the point to be transparent, and that you don't consider this topic as a taboo, that you are open to speak about it and you're open to accept questions.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course it's like an ongoing commitment. It's an ongoing journey also regarding sustainability. So we can only on daily basis work to improve ourselves and to become better, so to say. But I would say the first thing to do is to handle the questions with transparency and simply to be transparent of what you're doing.
Yeah. And you mentioned the quality standards, testing beyond standards. What's going on in the industry regarding that aspect, and why is that now required? So why are the quality standards not high enough, or what's the trigger?
Well, for example, we are experiencing, unfortunately, I think it's also quite obvious for everyone, climate change. The climate is changing, so the norms should change also with the climate that is changing.
Mm.
For example, many presentations touch based on the requirement of having stronger solar panels, more resistant to hail and more resistant to wind load and snow load. And also this is affected due to climate change. Last summer here in Italy, where I'm located, we had devastating hailstorms, and simply there we experienced that today's standard. Of course, all panels that are IEC certified are also hail tested, but simply also those panels, even if they were hail tested, maybe it was just not simply strong enough for the hailstorms that we experienced. Mm-hmm. So also in terms of that, many manufacturers are moving to introduce more mechanically strong products, as I said, in terms of hail and snow. And so is FuturaSun. In fact, we have already launched our Silk Rhino panel that we have got certified by SUPSI in Switzerland for the HW5 standard, meaning it can resist 16 impacts, like, because they do that, they shoot panel 16 times with this hail grain with a diameter of 50 millimeter and at an impact speed of 111 kilometer per hour. So our Rhino panel successfully passed that test. So proving that this is a more like hail-resistant panel, maybe compared to panel with a thinner glass. So in fact, this panel it has been manufactured with a 4 mm front sheet and also with a reinforced aluminum frame. So also in terms of mechanical load, we got it tested at 7,800 Pascal, but with a safety factor 1.5, which means that it passed the test at 11,700 Pascal of snow load, which is like an extreme amount of pressure. So these are a little bit what we see now, like new requirements coming from the market, meaning coming from our customers. So they want more, of course, reliable products to withstand, unfortunately, the new climate that we are facing.
Yeah, interesting. And you mentioned pricing and, let's say, financial sustainability. Prices are extremely low. You mentioned buyers understand, well, a company that sells at that price doesn't run financially sustainable. Is the market ready to pay more in the hope that the supplier has a higher chance of surviving, or how do they? What's the insurance they need to actually buy at low prices, or do they accept higher prices?
I think that, the market, but it was also like fascinating, this kind of awareness also, but also their networking, speaking with various buyers in the industry, like saying like, it's aware for us, of course, when it's like, we know that we are buying from manufacturers, selling those products with a loss, with negative margins. So of course, it's not a healthy case for our business case. So, it's not sustainable also for the business case, showing that you are buying panels for someone making a loss of selling you those panels. So of course, when even the buyer says this is not sustainable, I think that now that means really that we have reached the bottom price. We shouldn't go lower because it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable, of course, first of all, for the manufacturer, but also now when the buyer says it's not also sustainable for them, because they need to rely on the plus 25-year warranty that they're getting from their model suppliers. So also in that case, of course, they want to make sure that their model supplier still is here, like in 5, 10 years or 15 years, whenever maybe a warranty would be presented. So also in terms of that, because if we buy with 25 years of warranty, we need to rely that our manufacturer will not like go under like in the upcoming years. So also from that perspective, so long warranties comes, of course, with a stable and healthy market.
Yeah. Excellent. Very interesting. Lisa, thanks a lot for your review on what was discussed at the PV Module Tech in Malaga. All the best. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for this invitation and for having me. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.